Hello, how are you? I had to wiggle you around. How's everybody? I know it's a little late at night, uh, but this is when we got the house quiet enough to be able to talk to you. Got the dogs all situated in their beds, and all the grown people are off in their beds, so it's a little quiet in here and have a chance to chat with you for a few minutes. As you're popping in the comments, tell me where you're from, what state you're from, where you coming from. You don't have to give me exact, like, this is what street I live on, but tell me what state you're in. I am in Texas, up in northeast Texas. Oh, we got two Texans in here. Yay, Texans. Woohoo. We're fixing to get some cold weather again. It says, oh, Georgetown. All right, I go through there sometimes when we go up to the coast. And my husband, years and years ago, he used to build houses, and they did a lot of houses over there in Georgetown. So I am familiar with Georgetown, Texas. Anyway, we were supposed to get a cold snap coming through here Monday and Tuesday. They're calling for snow and ice again, although last week when we were supposed to get that here, it missed us. We didn't get anything. So maybe that'll happen again. Although snow will put nitrogen in the ground and it'll be great for our spring plants. Although I don't like the ice. Are any of y'all getting snow and ice? I see we got 6 people, 7 people in the house. As you come in, if you'll give it a like, give the video a like, let's see the numbers roll up. Would be fantastic. Smash the little like button. Anyway, I had said we would start at 10:15. That's still about 5 more minutes, but we're going to talk anyway because it was getting later and later, and I was getting sleepier and sleepier. How about y'all? I bet I look like I'm tired. I've been up forever today. Okay, well, where are you from? Divine Inspiration? Are you what state are you from? Good evening from South Carolina. KB Motivation. Let's see. Does that say motivational? You know I'm half blind. I think that's what it says. But good evening from South Carolina. We are from calling from Texas today. I'm not calling anybody, see? Oh, New Zealand, fantastic. We got a reach kind of far away. That's great. What kind of weather do you have in New Zealand right now, this time of year? Oh, yeah? The same head shape as Jennifer Anderson. Aniston. Well, that's great. People could have said worse things to me. That's fantastic. Warmer than usual in New Zealand. Okay. Hello, Jan Zimmerman. How are you? Then you say, whoa. Oh, got you. Got you. Hello, Irene. How are you? If I'm looking at you all crazy, it's just because I'm trying to see. Trying to see the little letters. I was going to put it on the computer too, but the computer doesn't get a very good picture. And so we're doing it from the phone. 76 today. Oh, wow. That's like summertime there then in New Zealand. Hello, Bond Ferret. If I'm, will I be watching the inauguration? If I'm home, you never know where I'll be. Down the road somewhere. It's not mean at all. Look at your hair. You have extra. Oh, got you. I got you. Thank you. Thank you for the compliment, ma'am. Or sir. I couldn't see. It went too far. It went too fast for me. It's cold in Florida. You know what? I heard that. I saw a lot of ladies who were doing a fan meetup down there in Florida, and they were from way up north, and they all met down in Florida to escape the cold weather. And then it got cold weather in Florida. That's how it works, though, sometimes. Well, I was coming on here to just meet all of y'all. There were so many fantastic people in my comments on the last few videos that I made. So I was excited to see all of you there and hear your stories. Some of y'all are warriors for sure, for sure. And some of you are sharing some really good tips. Oh, the next one tonight. Woohoo, Eric. uh, Very good tips for everybody, and I really love that. A lot of you were talking about how you could get the medicine cheaper, or how you could survive in your van or your car or whatever you have to do, and that's fantastic. A lot of seniors telling me their stories, uh, and let me just tell you, a lot of y'all are just got a lot of grit for sure. For sure, I love it that I could learn from you. How old am I? Well, I'm talking about seniors, and I'm rocking 60 myself. I'll be 60 this year. How old are you? Fawn Ferret. Let's see, is that what it says? Fawn Ferret. Yep. 59. 59. I'll be 60. But anyway, there's been a lot of people in their 70s coming on talking about how um, they don't know how they're going to make it. They're living in their RVs or their vans. Am I really a gypsy? Got a gypsy soul for sure. I do gypsy around everywhere. Uh, my culture are travelers, I would say. I just turned 17. My grandmother died a bit ago, and I'm a little depressed because she was the one who raised me my whole life. Ooh, I understand that. Grandmothers are fantastic, and they are the glue to families most of the time. So, how many of y'all are going to plant a garden this year? Anybody? If you made an OnlyFans, you would make hell of a band. I don't understand. You got to tell me that what that means. Michael Dryer, does that say Dyer? If you made an OnlyFans, you would make hella bands. I'm old. You got to tell me. The video is muted. I can't hear anything. Is it? Can anybody else hear me? Oh, some of you got to hear me because I ask about the gardens and somebody's answering me. Can the rest of y'all hear me? Oh, fantastic. Thank you for letting me know, Catherine. So whoever told me it was muted, it might be on your end. Oh, yay, great. I'm glad. The audio's in Spanish. Ha! You better change it. I don't speak Spanish. Okay, well, I was going to tell y'all I will be planting a garden myself this year. So I wanted to know in your area. Oh, you're slow to respond. Got you. I'm slow to respond to or type. A slow typer. Uh, when do you in your area that you're in? When is the first time you can plant? And are you going to go ahead and start planting in cups during the wintertime, or the little seed pots, and put them like all over your house to germinate are in a greenhouse, do you have a greenhouse? I got a greenhouse last year, one of those ones from Amazon. My husband got it as a surprise for me, and he never does that. But he got major brownie points for that because he knows I wanted one. But he got it and put it up and set it up for a surprise. Yeah, he set it up for a surprise, and it worked out really wonderful. It was just like I think he said $160 or $200 last year on Amazon. It's a very large one with the hoops and the green. I'll have to show y'all it. Um, but I don't have any heat out there in it, and I'm surprised that even when we dipped down into the 20s last 2 weeks, the plants I had out there didn't freeze. So that was great. Let's see, we sold our farm the last year, rebranding for a year, looking for land to build a cabin on. Oh, you know what? Even if I'm not sure where you're staying or anything, but one thing we did when we were moving, you know, it always makes me upset if I don't get to have a plant or two. So I just put some in pots and carried them with me. So, just like whatever herbs I wanted to plant, uh, rosemary or whatever, just so I could have something. You might want to try to do that so you can still have your flowers and herbs in May and June. Yeah. You know that down here in this part of Texas that I live in, you can put your fruit trees in right now. All the nursery that we go to Bob Wells at Sorrel Farms over in Mineola, and they said that you can plant them. Let's see, when did they say? From October to March. That gives them enough time so when the heat of the Texas summer comes, they've already grabbed their roots. Do I have any grandchildren? Oh, I do. I have a lot of grandchildren. Let me see how many grandchildren I have. Uh, Last I knew there was like 13. I'll have to make another count on that. But last time I checked, there was 13 of them. Oh, yes, I do hope I have a good 2025 at Fond Ferret, and I hope you do too. Many blessings to you. Many, many blessings. What kind of herbs are you going to grow? I can't really see the first part, but I see the pure gold, the rest of the part of it. You say you're probably going to grow tomatoes and herbs. KB Motivational. I know a little bit about Palestine, Texas. I used to work down there long time ago, back in 1999. That was a long time ago. Let's see. Oh, well, thank you. Thank you very much, Catherine. I think it's you put the olive oil in it. It's a culture thing. Put the olive oil in your hair. Put the olive oil on your skin. Try it out. People don't believe that it works. It's fantastic. Oh, just olive oil. Just get some, rub it in your hands, put it on your hair. Olive oil fixes everything. Oh, you're welcome, Catherine. Let's see. Baby number 5 will be here in March. Woo! You're gonna be busy, busy, busy. Oh, I don't ever say anything about politics. You'll find that out. No politics or religion. You know why? It makes everybody crazy. It'll get the numbers going all different kinds of ways. But anyway, we're here to talk a little bit about plants. We can talk about anything y'all want to talk about besides politics or religion because we don't all want to lose our minds tonight. I am going to be putting in the garden, uh, and I grow all kinds of herbs and use them to make medicines. Uh, no politics rule means you want to come out to win. True, true. Uh, anyway, I make a lot of medicine out of the herbs that we grow here. And you can make medicine out of everything. You know, our ancestors all did that. And so, let's see, fish, sleep, fish. I can't see that's going too fast. I see you. I see your Jesus message. Okay, well, I'm going to be growing a lot of different herbs. I make a lot of medicines with them. And let's see, a new subscriber to my channel starts with a T. Hello, how are you? I told everybody I got glasses on, but I can't hardly see the little letters on there. Oh wow, yeah, 114. I bet he did. Olive oil and eating organic fruits and vegetables. I'm gonna have to look up the man's name. I hadn't heard that, but uh I believe that for sure. Did I learn anything about the blessing box interaction with the people? Oh, when I was talking to the people at the blessing box, uh, yes, I did learn a lot from them. Um, where I was showing the blessing box, actually, just a few steps, there's like a wooded area, there's like a railroad track, and then a wooded area. Uh, and there's a lot of, they just come out of the trees over there. Like, I was standing there loading the box, and I had seen people walk through there before. Thank you, Lola. Thank you. Hello, Pablo from White House, Yukon. Fantastic. Uh, anyway, I had seen them come out of the trees before. I know that sounds weird, but it's just like people walking out from the wooded area, and they'd be walking over to the box, and then you'd see them walk back in there. So that's how I knew there was homeless people living in that section behind where the blessing box is. But right across the street is some low income housing and a lot of little children over there. So um, there was a man who had come up from out of the woods over there. And, my son and I were there. My son was the one filming who said, "Hey, you got those backwards." But anyway, when he had come up, he said the socks were the biggest thing that was a problem to get. And so we'll be putting more socks in the box. And he said that sometimes they're able to find food pretty good. Again, those products like what we put in there um, were things that they couldn't get. And he did tell me on the Dawn dishwashing liquid that he has a dog, and so when he needs to give his, like, if the dog starts getting fleas or whatever, he can wash the dog with the Dawn dishwashing liquid and it gets away the fleas. So that's fantastic. He also did say the reason I didn't ask him any questions, I just let him talk. And let's see, staying healthy, garlic, olive oil, cinnamon, chocolate, and honey. His dad was a doctor. Oh, yes, I believe that. My dad lived to be 87 years old. And every time he got a cold or something like that, he'd say, "Go get the onions. We have to make the onion soup." He'd make like a chicken soup, just the broth with onions and garlic and all that in there. And of course, he believed in all the olive oil too and the honey. And so that's where we got all of that from. And it's passed down through the generations of his family as well. turn on captions. I don't know how to do that because I'm old. I'm gonna have to get one of the kids to show me. Let's see. I see there's some stuff over on the side, but it just looks like a microphone. Your side lost. My side lost. What are you talking about? Oh, he's from Brazil. Okay. Okay. But the homeless man said the reason that he wound up on the street was a mental health issue and that he could not uh, get services that he needed, which is a thing that I know to be true because sometimes you can go to the hospital for a medical crisis or a mental health crisis, and they'll tell you, you know, you'll be there held 24 hours at a regular hospital because they can't get a bed for you. And then when they do get a bed for you, the insurance will only pay for 72 hours. So, oh, I'm not paying attention to that one. I don't know how to get them out of here, uh, but I'm not paying attention to them. I'm just letting them just, we'll just all pretend like we can't read. Yes, turmeric is fantastic. Turmeric is fantastic. 3 cloves of garlic a day. It isn't easy to eat raw. Probably not, but it's fantastic for you. 3 cloves of garlic. Yeah, my dad. Oh, he would eat. My dad used to eat onions like they were apples. Probably the garlic too, but I know he put garlic in everything. So anyway, let's see what else did I have to ask you or tell you about. I had this whole thing written out about all the garden stuff, but I got lost in all y'all's comments because it's so good to interact with everybody. Okay, let me look at my notes while we just let some of the things go. We found out what state everybody's from. We know some of you are growing a garden, some of you are growing babies. Let's see. Oh, who do you buy your seeds from? I am going to start doing a live at least once a week. If you click on his name. Oh, okay. Yeah. I'm going to start trying to do it at least once a week, but probably more if I just think of something that I want to tell y'all and it's easier to do that. Or on that one video, the one about how am I going to live in the van, I am getting so many, which is fabulous, but so many people are wanting just to talk and needing somebody to talk to, which is great. And this would be a great way for them to pop on and ask any questions and have a sounding board for all the other people that might know of resources in their area or might just sometimes you just need somebody to talk to or interact with. And so that would be great. Heirloom seed is a good one. Yes, it is. Uh, I use a lot. I get a lot from Baker Creek. Heirloom seeds up in Missouri. I was very fortunate to. Well, I always used to get the seeds from there, and then I moved up to Missouri for a little bit when my dad was real sick, and so I actually got to go to their um, facility there at Baker Creek. It's fantastic if you ever get to go up there. And so I got to go hand pick go pick whatever I want. And that is dangerous, just so you know. It's so much easier when you have the catalog, you pay attention to how much everything is, and then you say, oh, I can only get this one and this one. But when you go to the actual thing, they have them all across the wall, and then you just want everything. And so it's like crazy. Like I could spend $100 real quick on seeds just walking through there. Um, anyway, uh, so it's for me. If I have a catalog, I can control myself on how much seeds I buy. But if I go in the store, that's it. Let's see. Oh, you live in Oklahoma? Oh, yes, they do. The Amish have a good seed selection. Oh, I'm jealous now. You get to be part of the Cherokee. Oh, the seed saving, their seed saving program, seed sharing program. I saw that. Like I saw an article about that, and I was like very sad that I didn't get to do it too. But I'm happy for you because that is fantastic. Let's see. Any easy container plants to grow? Bell peppers. Bell peppers were pretty easy. And well, if you like peppers at all, the bell peppers, the jalapeno peppers, the tomatoes, those are real easy to go in containers. But any of the herbs at all, I've grown them in all kinds of pots. And the like the red solo cups. Well, they don't got to be red, but you know what I'm talking about. The solo cups. Instead of, you know how they have the seed trays, the little seed trays with the little pods like this. And well, several years I would get those, and then after they start out real great, but then you just got to hurry up and up pot them. So I started just getting the red solo cups or whichever color, and uh, my husband gets a drill, and he'll take a stack of them, take the drill and poke a hole all the way through the bottom so they'll have a drain hole. But I have done it with a pen or a pencil, just like one cup at a time. And then I just start all of my seeds in there so I don't have to up pot them again before they can go into the ground. So that's pretty simple. And if some of y'all are wanting to have a garden and you live in apartments, or or if you're renting somewhere and you can't do an actual in the ground garden, the container gardens or plants are the way to go for sure. Oh, grow vertical, yes. I have a lot of those cattle panels, and then we put the rebar in them, and made them make the, I don't know how you like like you bend them and stuff. And so we grew cucumbers on those. We've grown the cucamelons on those. I don't know how to turn it on, but by the time I do the next live, I will. I'll figure out how to do that. I'll get one of the kids to show me how. Yes, like the arches. Yes, I've grown roses on them and all kinds of like the beans. Some of the beans. No, I don't censor anything. He's asking me to turn on, or she. I can't read what they're saying. I mean, I can't read their name, but they're asking to turn on the captions, so because they're hard of hearing, and I have no problem doing that, except I don't know how, and I'll have to ask one of the kids. So the next time I do a live, I will have it on there so you can hear for sure. But I'm going to jump off of here because we have a troll for sure. And I'm not going to give him any more time on here. And by the time I come back again, I will learn how to moderate it so I can get them out of here. Let's see. Yeah, they are trying to pick an argument. I'm just letting it roll past. It really doesn't bother me if it doesn't bother any of y'all. Um, I've learned a long time ago how to choose my battles. Yes, we can ignore them. You're ignoring it too. It's probably a good, you know. Probably a good thing I am ignoring him because I'd probably make him cry. I can block him if I hit his name. Like I just touch his name on the thing. you're you're used to that. Yeah. There used to be this guy I worked with and he was so horrible and he'd always say mean stuff to all of the women there. Well, one day I got a hold of him and he never did do that again. So, oh, thank you, ethanol. Oh, no, you didn't. There they are. Let's see. I have 4 kids. I can turn out childish attention seekers. Fantastic. Fantastic. That's fantastic. Okay. I was going to tell you all a story. When we were talking about what do we put, our planter, can you plant this and planting this? Well, I had a sister-in-law and she loved flowers. She's not here anymore, but she has transitioned into the other world. But she used to love flowers and planting flowers and stuff. And she lived on this property, and she's always said, I don't have anything to grow it in, and I don't know what I'm going to do. But she was very resourceful, and there were some old junk tires on the property that she was on, and she took those tires and she uh, cut them down and made planters out of the tires. And then there was a bunch of, she would take these old wine bottles and stuff and put them all around it and make everything beautiful. So if you want to plant, even if you don't have money to buy all the planters or the next biggest thing that everybody in the gardens want, you can make it beautiful out of, she repurposed stuff and made beautiful stuff out of it. So that's something to think about. Every time I see a tire at garden time, it makes me think of it. Great grandma used to grow tomatoes in 5-gallon buckets. Oh yeah, that would work good. Just poke some holes in the bottom. Yep. You could do tomatoes. You could do peppers like that. You might even could do the eggplant like that. Let me see something. Let's see. Oh, I don't think I did it right. How old am I? Somebody asked me that earlier. I have no problem to tell you I am 59 years old, rocking 60. Let's see. You know, I'll just tell y'all. Uh, I almost was born on Halloween. Almost. I missed it by a couple hours. Yep, that's what happened. I thought I was blocking it. I just removed his comment. That wasn't what I was trying to do. Make you cry. We'll start talking about your mother. That's how I'll make you cry, because apparently you got a problem. But anyway, am I a real gypsy? Let's see. Say, oh, I'm trying to read the madness. Anyway, people take offense if you're not a real gypsy. Well, I'd have to show you my DNA to show you that it is true. Speaking of that, have any of y'all done the Ancestry uh, DNA test or the, what is the other one? Oh, 23 and me. Yappy all along that area. Okay, SJR. I will learn about how to put the captions on there for the next one, because I want you to be able to hear it and see it. And I'll make sure that I do that, learn how to do that for you and for anybody else who needs to. Oh, yes, KB motivational. They do. And then sometimes you're like, what? What? I didn't know that. When I've done mine and all of it uh, was exactly, there was not any doubt. But what was good was a lot of people who you didn't know, then you found them, or you didn't know where they were, or you didn't know you had family in a certain area, and then you start looking, and then you get together. Oh, that's great about you doing the family tree. I think we, as a viewer of your video, turn on the captions. That's what I was just telling the other one. I don't know how to turn on the captions, but I'm going to find out how to. I'm going to, when we get off here in just a few minutes, I'm going to ask my children how you turn on the captions on the live video. I know how to turn them on the regular video, but I don't see anything on here like that I'm looking at right now. Uh, so I'll make sure to do that. Okay. It's not possible to have captions for the live videos. Maybe that's why I can't see it. But oh, unless I do it after the live. Okay, well I'll do that. All right. 80% native and for oh great. That was one of the part about the native. A lot of people were upset to find out that they weren't when they had thought all their life they were, and then uh, some of them didn't know that they were, and then found out that they did have a percentage. And then when you that made me lose my mind. Just trying to keep up with the comments there. When you read into it or whatever they were saying, why part of why, if you thought you were native and it wasn't coming up on there, was because because they didn't have enough data or something like that. Anyway, I'm gonna jump off here. I'll be doing. I'll do another video tomorrow, probably, and then I'm gonna find out about the captions because I really would like the ones who want to hear it, who are hard of hearing, be able to join in, and then do I drink tea? Yes, mint tea. And then there is a tea shop over in Gladewater, Texas. It's called Three Roots, and the lady there makes different tea blends. I do here, but she makes them on the grand scale of things. I grow my own herbs for tea, like I have a tea garden, and uh, I'll be down anew learning about my great. Yeah, yes, it will make you start studying yourself, won't it, KB? Uh, anyway, I grow the herbs here for different teas, and we blend our own here. But also the lady Gladewater's not very far from here, and she has the Three Roots tea shop. Walls and walls and walls of any kind of tea that you want. So it's fantastic. I'll have to put her information in the next video. Maybe we'll talk about that. And she does where you can order from her too. She will send it out in the mail. So that's fantastic. Do you drink tea, Catherine? Oh, you said me too, 2 to 3 teas a day. What kind is your favorite? LA fire was an arson. A man arrested was a homeless man who started. That's terrible. That's terrible. You have a niece down in LA. She went down there to go to college down there, and then she decided to make that her home. And so we've been checking on her. She said she's in a safe area. I love nettle tea for the benefits more than the taste. Yeah, they say it tastes horrible. Yeah, mint tea for sure. Oh, and chamomile. My son, one of my sons, he likes to drink the chamomile. We grow the chamomile here as well. Hello, Jacqueline. Jacqueline the game. Oh, Jacqueline the gamer. Hi. How are you? Glad you could join us. What state are you from? Okay. Well, I'm going to jump off here. Good night, everybody. Thank you for joining in. And like I said, I will learn if there's two things. One, if there's any way to put the captions on there for those who need it. And two, how to get people out who are big crybabies and should go home and think about why they hate their mother and why they're attacking me on here. But anyway, good night, Ethanol. Good night, Catherine. Okay, I'll see y'all later. Much love, everybody. Bye bye.